Hey everyone, this is Nathan here from NQ Productions, and welcome back to NQ Archives. So I recently did a poll on my community tab where I asked you guys what episode 16 of NQ Archives should focus on, and all of you overwhelmingly said that I should talk about my Springtrap's message animation from 2020, one of the more comedic FNAF animations I've made on the channel, in comparison to the lore-heavy ones I've done in the past, and also that we've previously covered in previous NQ Archives episodes. This is my way of saying you should go watch the rest of my NQ Archives episodes where I cover my other FNAF animations. Anyways, before we get this episode started, make sure to leave a like on the video, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell. The support really helps the channel and it lets me keep making more animations and videos for you guys. With all that out of the way, time to talk about the Haha Funny Spring Boy. Springtrap's message was an animation that I made and released on October 30th, 2020, 10 days after my Never Gonna Give You Up animation. Yes, I did use this part of the video as an excuse to chip-roll you all. What are you gonna do about it? Anyways, this animation is obviously all about Springtrap. He talks about who he is, and then suddenly he gets a random phone call which just so happens to be from Henry, his former business partner. Henry then badmouths and insults Springtrap, which, let's be honest, he probably deserves, and then Springtrap, aka William Afton, then says,
"That's why Charlie's dead."
Henry can't say much after that one. He finds out his daughter is dead, and then hangs up. The end. So that's in a nutshell what Springtrap's message is about, and it manages to twist the FNAF lore around to make the reveal of Charlie getting killed by William very funny. I love that Henry has no reaction and just hangs up on the phone. It's just really funny, and the addition of William's smug face at the end is a nice touch that I'm glad I added. I'll admit it's kind of tough to summarize the plot of the short animation since there isn't really a story here, but that's kind of the point. It's a simple, comedic concept for an animation, but one that works surprisingly well, and that's mainly due to the audio I used for the animation. I ended up using that very popular "That's Why Your Shoes Are Raggedy" clip from Reddit that was pretty popular a long time ago in the FNAF community, and I used it pretty effectively in this video. Instead of heavily editing or chopping it up like I've done in some of my other animations, this time I mostly let the audio speak for itself, and then animated it around it. The humor, timing, and energy all come directly from the audio, and the animation exists to visually enhance it. On top of that, all of the scenes with the phone, like Springtrap receiving the phone call and hanging up, was all done by me audio-wise, and it feels seamless and goes well with the original audio from Reddit. The last thing I want to critique is the animation and visuals. This is probably the weakest aspect of the video. Maybe. The visuals aren't super detailed, there's not a lot of complex movement, and it's definitely not pushing the limits of what I can do animation-wise. Instead, the focus is on the expressions, the timing, and the posing to match the delivery of the audio, and I think I did that job pretty well. I also like the design of the cell phone Afton uses, as well as, of course, Afton himself. Springtrap has a decent design in the animation. However, my biggest issue is that whenever Springtrap talks, his wear and tear moves around his face when it shouldn't, and it's really distracting. Not really sure why I did this, nor how did I let this error slide back in 2020, but it's not a deal breaker, at least to me. It's just something that's probably the worst thing about the animation. Anything else I want to say? No, not really. So what's the final verdict I have on Springtrap's message? Honestly, it's just a fun little animation. It's not one of my most impressive works technically, and it's definitely not one of my most important FNAF animations, but it doesn't need to be. The audio goes well with the animation, the visuals are passable, and the way it interprets the FNAF lore in a more comedic way is fun to see. It's short, rewatchable, and very funny. And because of that, I'm gonna give Springtrap's message a 7 out of 10. Solid stuff. It's not groundbreaking, but it's enjoyable, and sometimes that's all an animation needs to be. Well, there you have it, guys. That was episode 16 of NQ Archives, covering my Springtrap's message animation. It was one of the shorter NQ Archives episodes, but it was bound to happen with how short Springtrap's message was. Anyways, what do you guys think of this animation? Do you like this animation? Do you like the shorter FNAF animations? Or do you prefer the bigger lore heavy ones? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching the video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!